Hey guys, Sheri Ann Richerson from experimentalhomesteader.com, and what you're looking at is the lettuce that I planted back in January. I actually got a late start on this, so I did not plant it until January 22nd of this year, and it is definitely taking off. I know it's super tiny right now, but that's because of the weather we've had, and also because, as you can tell, I need to give these plants some water. Getting water out here in the winter is definitely not an easy task, but it's a doable task. I am seeing over here, just starting to see starts of some spinach coming up. So it's a little slower, but the lettuce is definitely up. And with the warmer weather we're having, once this gets some water, it should really take off. This is a great way to grow some fresh lettuce in the winter. Even if you live in a cold climate, I'm in Indiana. That's a zone 5, 6, depending on where in Indiana you are. So definitely doable. And if you're wondering, what am I in? How have I done this? I actually have a hoop tunnel house, which, as you can see, needs cleaned out on the inside. But this is not a clear plastic. Not at all. And my plants do fine in here, as you can see. If you don't have one of these houses, which if you look at the end of the season, you can get one for $10, $20, definitely under $50. Look in the farm stores, look at places like Big Lots. You do want to get one that has the metal. Let me see if I can turn this around here. You want the metal. If you have a conduit bender and you're able to bend your own conduit, you can make this without buying one. And you can use 6 mil plastic to create one of these. It does not have to be a walk-in house. The first time that I tried to grow lettuce, I literally used... I literally used some scrap wood that came with the property that we owned, and we made an A-frame, literally an A-frame, that I had to crawl inside of, and we covered it with 6 mil plastic. And that winter I had plenty of lettuce. I had peas, I had spinach, I had radish, which really surprised me. All of your cool crops. Anything you can grow in spring, give it a try in the fall. Now the key is to have it large enough in fall that it's ready to harvest, because then the cold weather kind of holds it in a dormant state. But if you don't get it planted in time, you can plant anytime in the winter those cool crops, and like I said, they will come up. My experience has been that the cool crops that you plant in the fall and the winter by seed, when they come up in the spring, they do come up a little bit later, but they are a sturdier, hardier plant than those that you would plant typically in spring at the normal time. So definitely don't be afraid. If you have not got a start on your garden this year, I encourage you to go out and sow some lettuce. It doesn't have to be in a big area. You can even do this in pots with your winter sowing. Use a empty milk carton. Use an empty 2-liter pop bottle. Use anything you have laying around, and the key is to protect it from the elements. With pop bottles or milk cartons, you just cut those in half and then you tape the top back on. You have to make sure you have ventilation holes. I usually put 6 in the top, 6 in the bottom, and that definitely will get you started early. And I'm trying to get around, so sorry. And you too can have lettuce growing all winter long outside, so you can harvest those fresh salads whenever you want to. I'm always available for questions. My book, The Complete Idiot's Guide to Year-Round Gardening, is available on Amazon, and you can get a free sample download for the Kindle. I encourage you to go check that out. And let me know if you have any questions, because this is really an awesome way to be a little more self-sufficient, save a little bit of money on those fresh greens in the wintertime, and it's great being able to walk out into your backyard and harvest your own lettuce. This works for those of you in apartments too. Doesn't take a lot to grow enough lettuce to harvest and eat. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining. I hope y'all have a great day. And like I said, if you have any questions, leave them below and I will answer them.